Hi, Nancy here, and I'm going to show you how to join and knit on double pointed needles. I've already cast on my stitches onto one needle, which is what you would typically do, and you'll notice that the working yarn is facing the left. It's on the left point, and I cast on 31 stitches. We're going to put 10 on each needle. We're going to use 3 needles, knit with the 4th, but there is 1 stitch extra, which is the 31st stitch. And I always add an extra stitch when I'm casting on to knit in the round because I like to use it to make a nice tight join, and I'll show you again how to do that. So we're going to take one needle and I'm going to put the extra stitch on my first needle. So I'm going to slip as if to purl, and I'm going to put 11 stitches on this first needle. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and I'm going to grab another needle and I'm going to put 10. Some patterns have you use 4 needles and knit with the 5th. It all depends on your pattern, how many stitches you have. It's, you know, and the pattern will usually tell you if it wants you to do that. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now that we have them all separated, okay, I'm just going to kind of get a cute little triangle thing going on here. I'm going to put my ball of yarn on the floor here. I don't really need that. Okay, now you're going to notice that just like when you knit in the round on a circular needle, you have to make sure that nothing is twisted, that everything's pointing in the correct direction. Otherwise you're going to have problems, and you're going to notice that the working yarn now is on the right. Okay, the extra stitch I cast on, I'm going to take that one's on the left needle, and I'm going to take it off of the left needle and I'm just going to slip it over onto the right. Then I'm going to take this first stitch that has the working yarn coming out of it and I'm going to bring it over the top just like a bind off. Okay, and I'm going to tighten both the tail and the working yarn, and you can see now they're joined. I don't use a marker when I use double points because I just use my tail to indicate where my round is. Now we're ready to knit our first round. So we're going to grab our 4th needle and making sure we're not going to knit with the tail. I've already done that twice today, so we're not going to do that again. Okay, go around counterclockwise. Sorry for the clanky, clicky noise here. Okay, we've just gotten our first needle done. Okay, and then we're going to do our next needle. Once you get about 1 inch of knitting on your double points, it's not hard at all. And if you're noticing, I'm not holding on to anything, nothing sliding off my needle, which seems to be a common fear of people. When they're knitting with double points, they think those stitches, those needles are going to fall off. They really don't. If they're metal and you've got really slippery yarn, it's more of a possibility. But okay, we're on our last needle, and I know we're coming to the end of the round because there's my tail. And we're just going to finish off this last needle. And you hear all my nice little scratching. Okay. And what I especially want you to see is how nice this join is. See, it's just as nice and tight as can be. Look at that. Just perfect join. No gap, no pull. That's why I do the extra stitch. And that is how you knit on double pointed needles.